Good morning, my people. It is, wait, let's see, what is the time? 8:30 in the morning. We are just getting ready to pack up. Just got to go clean my teeth, go to the toilet, and then we will check out of this little cabin. Yeah, it's alright actually. €50 a night, you can't go wrong. Anyway, so we're going to hit Signal, the Botrange. Going to give up that pronunciation. Anyway, there is a rumour that there is a calf at the car park. So we will test my luck again if the calf will be open or will it be closed. Anyway, check out this mythical pool. Absolutely mythical. Do you remember these when you used to go to McDonald's and they used to give you a glass with your, I think it was like a Happy Meal or something, and they used to do like the Coca-Cola glasses? Like, I have not seen one of these in a very long time. I saw it last night and I was like, no way. It's like my childhood has come back to me. But a lot of you are probably like, what the hell was that? We just get like Happy Meal toys. But those were the OGs. Anyway, let's get packed up and let's hit the road. We have made it to the car park of Signal de Botrange. Now, it's kind of a weird one here because the point of Signal is 694 meters. But in terms of actual elevation we've climbed to get here, it really hasn't been that much. So the car park, right, I've looked for many routes for this one, and there's no routes really that start near or like hike to the summit. It always starts at the car park, which is pretty much right next to the summit. So technically I could just get out of the car, walk maybe 5-10 minutes, probably not even that, probably 5 minutes, and I'm there at the summit. So what I decided to do when I was planning this is I found one route which takes me all the way away. It's a 12k loop, and then it will bring me back up to the summit. So because I don't like the idea of driving to a summit to say I've ticked off a summit, like yesterday's with Neath, where I could have just driven to it and put my foot out the door. I'm a big believer in earning the summit. So what I'm going to do is I've found this 12k loop, so I'm going to go and do that, and then I'm going to come back round and hit the summit on the way back to the car, because then for me personally, it felt like I've actually done it, opposed to just drive to the fucking top and like, yeah, I climbed this, when it's not really a climb, but yeah, I walked to the tallest point in Belgium, when you can just drive to, like, you're in a car. So it's the weather-wise, I'll show you. It's very cloudy, rain, and for some reason there's snow, which I was not expecting, to be fair. But it's very, like, drizzly. There's just some hikers there off, going on the thing. Oh yeah, quick little update. The calf is closed. Like, you cannot write this stuff. Like, you don't want to take me anywhere where there's a calf, because I am the charm of it will be closed. So I managed to stop off at a garage on the way. We got a double espresso, and then we got some of these things, a Kinder Delice. We got 2 of them. I bought them from Lidl yesterday. So yeah, we will quickly smosh them down, and we will put on the hiking boots, put on the raincoat, and get going. I may need to swap out from the DJI, which I'm using now, to the GoPro, because this camera does not like water. So we'll see how it goes. It is very misty up here today. It's quite cold as well. I don't know if you can see that. It is a little bit chilly. When I was checking the weather, earlier, this is actually the warmest it's going to be. It's going to go drop right down into the minuses in the coming days. So yeah, it's kind of the way we're going, I believe, from what I saw on the route I was looking at. It's like a kind of like a marshy land, like wetland kind of hike, across all these boardwalks and stuff, which looks kind of cool. At the moment, because of like the mist and everything, it looks so ominous out there. It looks like something out of Silent Hill. So yeah, I reckon I'm going to get some really cool photos today. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited. I've actually got my raincoat on for once. It's not raining too much. It's a very slight drizzle. Here we go. We got a little board here. I'll show you. So it's very faded. But yeah, and I can't read French. Wait, look at that. No drone. €250 you'll give me for no droning. I do want a drone, but it's just another thing to carry around, isn't it? And all that jazz. But right, let's have a little look where we're going, and I'll get back to you. Look at how cool that looks. That is like a dream. Mystic woodlands. Like I have been wanting to get shots in a woodland like this, covered in mist, in a long time, and now it's here, and it's so nice, so beautiful. Like I could camp in that, and it would just be majestic. Like mist covered woodland, you never know what's going to come out. Is it going to be a good creature, a bad creature? Who knows? There's only one way to find out, and that's go camping it. But I don't have any camping stuff on me, so we press onto our trail. So we going onto this kind of like broad walk now. Boardwalk, there we go. Which is cool. I feel elevated. And you can kind of see there's like some views. It's a little bit hard to see because of the fog and cloud, but follow the wooden brick road. You can see it's opened up now to like kind of like a marshland. I would kind of say a grassland, marshland, the Great Plain. But because of the clouds, it's kind of restricting our view. Wait, what is that? Oh, those are trees. I was getting weirded out what was on the horizon then. Yeah, so it's kind of limiting our seeing capabilities for the great distance, but from what we lose in the distance, kind of like the big views, we gain with the cool mystic woodlands. And I am leaning more towards the woodlands right now, so I'm not complaining. So I've suddenly realised that I have no idea if you had to pay for parking. Where I parked, there was me and one other car in the car park. I couldn't see like signs that said this many euros. I just saw the parking sign. So hopefully, I'm hoping it's free parking. I hope. I've never been on a boardwalk like this. It's a boardwalk. We'll get it right one day. I've never been on one like this. It just goes for miles, like all the way up there. We're going to go that way. We've come all the way down there. There's a little waterfall thing under that one. You might hear it. Sounds like someone going to the toilet. But we're going down this way. But yeah, this stuff goes on for miles. You're not actually allowed to... I believe I saw a load of signs. I don't think you're actually allowed to mountain bike down here. So this is all for the pedestrians. Oh wow, this is bouncy. This is bouncy. There's a little pond though, I'll show you. There we go. So a little river runs down there. It's like a dam. What if they have beavers in Belgium? Beavers in Belgium. Who knows? Ooh. We've now come off onto this even smaller boardwalk. Just wide enough for one Oliver. over this little river. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe it's like a little diving board for small people into the little river. But it's like super open. Like super open. You can imagine like during war, like World War I and World War II, they were fighting in places like this, just open. You should like stand up and you're dead instantly. This goes to make you think how lucky we have things nowadays, because yeah, you would not be fighting in World War I or World War II in like the open plains like this, which most of them did, which is mad respect. But yeah, this track keeps getting narrower and narrower, so I don't know where we're going, if we're going to end up at a wizard's house or a house of a child snatcher. We're off the boardwalk now into kind of like mixed rock and marshiness. Some cool dead trees. Oh, where's the zoom? Zoom! There it is, over there. Do you know what though? I have not seen, since I've started this hike, I have seen no wildlife. Like, no birds, nothing. So, yeah, it's a bit weird. It's normally birds flopping around, but there's nothing. Like, right now I feel like I'm the only living thing in existence, which is a weird feeling. Look at this. This is cool. This is like a tree graveyard. I don't think the camera's doing it justice, but because it's like slightly zoomed out on the camera, but it's like a spooky graveyard of trees, and it's like with the mist as well, isn't it? Looks really cool. That right there is a giant's major stuff. I don't care what you say, that is a giant's major stuff. He's just put it down to have a slumber, and he shall soon return, because this is looking like a kind of place where a giant mage would live. Maybe we might disturb him in our travels through his land. So we actually found some civilization just behind me. You probably hear them. Just some guys there basically cleaning out the paths with brush cutters, clearing like the smaller birches out of the way. But there's like a cool little river here now that goes off that way. Still like rain. I was off like it's very boggy at the moment. There's no track either, it's just wet bog. But yeah, our feet are still dry, which is the main thing. Back to the boardwalks, baby. And then the river's just getting bigger. We got another little river joining up to the bigger river to make a bigger river. I can't even see it. Wait, there we go. It's kind of soothing, this noise. It's getting faster. I wonder how big it actually gets. And there's only one way to find out. So there's a little bridge there, and then it goes up into here, but it looks like back into the woodland. So we are going to go across that bridge, then up there into the woodland again. Look at this. This is really nice. I'm not actually meant to be in here. I was on that path, but it's so nice in here. I wanted to get some photos. I don't know if you can see where we've come from. So those row of dead trees there, that was the little tree graveyard we were just in. And then over there, I don't know if you can see right in the distance, kind of there is signal de Botrange, where we are now heading to. I've been caught out again. You know what, this halfway round, I reckon, I was thinking, I'll put my gaiters on. I was like, nah, that's alright. My legs are a bit muddy, but it'll be alright. And then this happened. Fuck sake. My feet are pretty much dry. It's just so muddy. So muddy. That one went over the boots. But it's alright. This was like the only bit really which was questionable. I'm literally in another bit which is questionable right now. Because normally... Oh, this is like a fucking floating log. Right, we're gonna try this way. I normally have my poles. Oh, that's better. I normally have my poles. I accidentally cut myself off there. I normally have my poles which I jab around. But I didn't see the point in taking them because it's only like a 12k hike and the elevation climbed is really not a lot to warrant poles. So I was like, I'll leave them in the car. So yeah, my legs with the poles this time. Just a random little viewing platform out in the middle of nowhere. It's like, alright, I need to see the difference in view. It's made no difference. It must be like a viewing platform for small people to experience the life of tall people. And you think I have something against small people? I actually don't. I'm a small person myself. I'm short. I'm like 5'11", man. I don't even make it. Well, no, I do make it to the big 6 when I'm in hiking boots. But when I'm in my little socks, I'm considered a little short guy. So we're just over 9k into our little hike and we're on the giant straight road into the woodland at the end. And then Signal de Botrange is pretty much like a k and a half past that. Yeah, let's check on my phone a minute. It's always funny that people comment in other languages, so you got to take the time to then work out what language they are commenting in, put it into Google Translate, then translate your response to respond back to them, which I find quite enjoyable for some reason. But yeah, we got people following the journey now from all parts of the world, which is awesome. So this is kind of cool. So they've just harvested all of that timber. You can see it kind of stacked up over there in the distance. For all you people that are like, oh, destroying the environment, it is really not destroying the environment. It is, these will all get replanted and then left for 10, 15, 20, 25 years, then harvested again. And then in the meantime, that other area of woodland, which is getting ready to harvest, will then be harvested, and then that'll be planted up. Then they move on to a next batch. It's not destroying the environment. It's a sustainable way to produce timber. So it's not like the deforestation of the Amazon rainforest, which is bad. But sustainable forestry like this is not bad, it's good. Do you think these are like these little plops of grass? Don't you think they look like loads of Oompa Loompas when they ate that sweet that makes you hairy? That is what I can see every time I see them. It's those little Oompa Loompas. And here we are. That there is the summit point. You can go up to the top and you're there. I'm just gonna chuck my bag and stuff back in the car and then go over and get a photo with it. Because now I feel like I've earned the summit opposed to just getting out of my car. I thought it was like a 5-minute walk. It was literally like a 30-second walk from the car to the summit. So now I feel like I've earned the summit. So let's put this back and then I'm going to get a picture with the summit and find some food because I'm starving. Here we go, people. Signal de Botrange. Tallest point. Where's the camera going? It's here. Tallest point completed. Belgium. Done. Just ran a quick little check on timings. So it's currently about 1:05. So to get to Valsburg is an hour drive to the car park. Then it's a 3-hour hike. Well, that's the route I've planned anyway. It's a 3-hour route. That's what it says anyway on the map. It could be faster, it could be slower, who knows? So I can either try and squeeze it in, but it means I can't stop for food to get it done in daylight, or I go get food, check into the Airbnb, which is in the Netherlands, similar distance away, it's a 2-hour drive to the Airbnb, and then hit Valsburg first thing in the morning, and then do Valsburg, finish that, then drive up to Amsterdam airport, drop the car off, get a train to the centre of Amsterdam, the central station, and then check into my other Airbnb. So I am fucking starving, so I am gonna call food. There's a little cafe I drove past that was closed. That was closed. So the funny thing is, I haven't even eaten breakfast because the guy, the cafe there was also closed. Come here, the cafe's closed. The cafe that I drove past 3 minutes away said it opens at 11. So I'm gonna drive back to that, see if it's open, get some food, then drive to the Airbnb, check in, have a chilled evening, maybe smoke a cigar. Need to get a lighter, that's a good point. And then hit Valsburg first thing in the morning. I reckon that's the best course of action, because I think I'm going to run out of daylight if I try and squeeze all this in. So I checked the cafe, which I mentioned, and it closes in half an hour. I was like, hey man, you cannot make this stuff up. But I did find, if you drive the other way for about 5 minutes, there is a hotel restaurant. So this sounds promising. We have secured somewhere to eat. Check out this. I'll give you little nibbles. Wait, where's it going? Talking of small people, look at this little guy. Look at him. Check this out. So we've gone for a venison stew. Look at that. Good stuff. Tasty. That food was so good. I had that venison was beautiful. Anyway, now it is time to hit the road. We got 2 hours of driving until we get to the Airbnb, which was a good shout, to be fair, because it's now gone to. So by the time I got to Valsburg, or Vals, to then hike, it would be 3, and it'll be like real dark by the time I'm like halfway round the hike. So we'll do that tomorrow. Good shout. We just got to try and find somewhere that has Wi-Fi now, because I need to then swap over the Belgium SIM card to the Netherlands SIM card, which is going to be interesting. Do you know what was actually funny in there? I came in the wrong exit. I came in the wrong entrance, and I was like, "Do you guys do food?" And they were like, "Yeah, it's on the other side." And there's a door. I didn't realise to come in the other side. And there were 2 people waiting, and I didn't know if they were queuing or not. So I was like, "Oh, excuse me, are you queuing?" And they looked at me baffled, and I was like, "Oh no, they must not speak English." And then the woman goes to me, in English, and I was like, "Fuck's sake, man! I'm already speaking in English, so I have to break down the simple voice. Are you waiting in line?" And yeah, she understood that one. But I was just like, man, I'm not speaking English, and she's asking me to speak English. So it goes to say something about my vocabulary and how I speak. In foreign countries, people really struggle to understand me at times. Even in England, man, people struggle to understand me at times. So I don't know what's going on there. We've made it to the Netherlands, to our Airbnb. Here it is. It's a little pod on a golf course. Right, here we go. and tree plays. I'm trying to hold this. There we go. Look at that. Hello. Trying to get through the door. Yeah, this is a real nice little snug as a rug kind of thing. And then there's a bathroom in there with a shower, toilet. Apparently there's 17 minutes of hot water, which is fine. And then I get breakfast brought to my door at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is great because I can actually have breakfast before I go and go to Vals to hike to Valsburg. But anyway, I will see you in the morning.